It's video that made national headlines, showing a now former Sunrise Police Sergeant grabbing a fellow officer by the neck as she tried to intervene during a heated arrest.
Now, the incident ignited conversations about the use of force in policing.
Yeah, now nearly 4 years after his arrest, the former sergeant is avoiding criminal trial. NBC6 investigative reporter Amy Viteri explains why.
It was November 2021.
We need to figure out what's going on. Get on the ground!
Sunrise police officers were having trouble taking a battery suspect into custody.
If I open fire on 1, 2, and 3, I told y'all.
So are you threatening us with that?
Sergeant Christopher Police had just arrived on scene as officers were putting the suspect into the back of a patrol car. Police, pepper spray in hand, exchanged words with the already handcuffed man.
You gonna mace me, mace me.
Look at me, mother. You want to play games? You ever get disrespectful with my officers? I will remove your soul from your body.
At that moment, a young officer with less than 3 years on the force raced up to the sergeant, a 21-year veteran of the department. She grabbed his belt and pulled him away from the suspect. Police then turned around and turned on her, briefly grabbing her neck.
Don't ever touch me again.
Sir.
Get the off.
Sir.
The police chief at the time praised the junior officer, saying her actions demonstrated, quote, good leadership during a tense situation. A tense situation where the sergeant instructed officers,
Everybody turn off their cameras.
I've represented officers, people in law enforcement in a variety of different ways, but an attack on one of their own, that I haven't seen.
Ramon de la Cabada is a former prosecutor turned defense attorney. He's not a part of this case, but in his view,
The visual of the hand in the neck, that's hard to overcome with a simple explanation.
the Broward State Attorney's Office agreed. 8 months after the incident, police was arrested and charged with felony battery on his fellow officer and evidence tampering. Prosecutors say he fully reset or wiped his cell phone the day he was told he was under criminal investigation. Less than 2 hours after the altercation, they say the sergeant sent the officers on scene a group text that read in part, "All, it is important not to air our dirty laundry to any officers that are not on this platoon, as it's none of their business."
Now, nearly 4 years after his arrest, police was set to go to trial later this month. But NBC6 Investigates learned there would be no trial because the 51-year-old's case was transferred out of regular criminal court and into a diversion program for certain military members.
Veterans Court requires a defendant to have a military service-related condition, such as mental illness, traumatic brain injury, among others. On June 1st, police's attorney filed this motion requesting the case be transferred, saying his client meets the criteria for the treatment program.
He's a veteran, was honorably discharged.
We spoke with police's attorney, Michael Dutko, outside a recent court hearing.
He's currently receiving some services from the VA, and that's just part of the whole process.
Would you come on up, sir?
In court, the prosecutor said she spoke to the alleged victim about the transfer.
She is aware of what Veterans Court offers. She is okay if it gets transferred.
Without opposition from the state nor the victim, I'll give Mr. Polisi the opportunity to pursue the resources that are available for veterans in Veterans Court.
The Broward State Attorney's Office told us because of new changes to Florida law, prosecutors cannot object if the defendant meets the requirements to transfer, and the victims do not object.
The video doesn't tell the whole story.
Dutko maintains the junior officer's intervention was not appropriate.
But if this case had gone to trial, it would have taken a while to explain the entire episode involving this arrest.
But now it won't go to trial. If Christopher Police successfully completes Veterans Court, which we're told usually takes about 18 months, after that, his criminal charges would be dismissed. He retired from the Sunrise Police Department in 2022. As for the female officer, she remains on the force and through the department declined to comment. Amy Viteri, NBC6 Investigates.